and welcome to the Botanical Garden of the Virgin Islands. Join us today for a meditation, and what better place than the St. George's Village Botanical Garden on St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands. So please have a seat with your spine upright. Close your eyes. Your hands on your thighs facing upward, palms up. And take a deep breath in and exhale out through the nose. Another deep breath in through the nostrils and out through the nose. And one more breath deep in and out. And just notice where you are in space. So notice your feet. Notice them planting to the ground. And yes, you can have shoes on. Yes, you can have floors under you. It doesn't matter. Once you're planting with intention, then it goes to the earth. So see yourself on grass and your feet planted on the grass, the cool grass on your feet, and going into the earth. We call the earth Pachamama, Mama Gaia, or Mother Nature. So just notice what that feels like to connect back to earth. And this is connecting consciously. And breathe in from your feet. So take a breath in from the feet. And exhale out through the nostrils. Again, inhaling all the way up through the body from the feet. And exhaling through the nostrils. And one more breath all the way up from the feet and out through the nose. Next, you'll notice your feet again. And this time you're going to let your feet sink in deeper. So go in about 3-4 inches into the earth. And just let the feet sink. And again, this is with intention. And just notice what that feels like. Then you're going to notice little roots. You're in a garden. And these roots are springing towards the center of the earth to connect with the soul of Gaia, the heart of Gaia. And just notice what it feels like to make that connection. So again, this connection is through the feet and through that soft grass into the earth. Go in 2, 3, 4 inches. And from there you spring all these tentacles that connect to the center of the earth. And just notice what that feels like. Notice if it's warm, if it's cool, is it electric, is it fiery? Just notice. At the same time with your breath, again bringing the breath down from your feet all the way up. And instead of exiting at your nostrils, yes, you're exhaling, but bring the breath all the way up through the top of your head. So inhaling through the feet and out through the top of the head. Inhaling through the feet and out through the top of the head. Inhaling through the feet and out through the top of the head. And just notice what the body feels like. Notice how you feel in this space. Notice if there were any parts of the body that were a little hesitant. Notice if you could get your full breath through the top of your head. And the breath again coming in through both feet, through the center of the body, and all the way up through the top of the head. And again, just notice what that feels like. And as you take your next breath, just see yourself in a meadow or grasslands where there are flowers everywhere, wildflowers, that you can run up and down in those wildflowers. You can even roll on them. So just notice the sensations that your body is having as you're rolling in this grass meadow. And the smell of the flowers. You're hearing the birds. You're seeing hummingbirds zing by. The smell of the grass, the smell of the earth. Just noticing what that feels like. Just notice what the body feels like as you roll, as you run your hands through the grass and through the flowers. And just notice what that feels like. So when you inhale, you're really sucking up the air and the smell of those fresh flowers and the fresh grass and the fresh earth. Then you're going to notice the sunlight as the sun beams down on your forehead and on your chest, giving you that vitamin D. And you inhale and it's like you're eating the sunlight. So sucking up sunlight as you inhale and letting it out through your feet as you exhale. So it's a little bit different, sucking up sunlight as you inhale and letting it go straight down the body through your feet back into the earth as you exhale. So we're just doing cycles with your inhale and with your exhale through to the earth. Then you have light breezes that swing by. You're hearing the rustles in the trees and the rustle in the grass. And you're just noticing what that feels like. Just notice what your body feels like inside. Are you happy? Are you comfortable? Is it warm and cozy? Because you have the sunlight, you've got the incredible flowers and the grass, and now the wind is coming by and kissing you, kissing your toes, kissing you on a cheek, blowing that piece of hair across your face. Again, just notice. Now your attention goes on your heart center, the center of your chest, and you're just noticing, what does that feel like at the center of my chest? Noticing the energy that sits there. So now you're going to take the energy of the sun as you inhale and let it go through the center of your chest, outward. You're going to take the energy from the earth as you inhale and let that go through the center of your chest, outward. So now we're combining both. As you inhale, you're taking you're taking the light from the sunlight through the top of your head, and you're taking the incredible energy from the earth center through the bottom of your feet, in through your heart center, and exhaling it out to the world. So it's inhale through the top of the head and the bottom of the feet, meeting in the middle in the heart center and pushing it outward. So let's try that again. Inhale and exhale out through the heart center. Inhale and exhale out through the heart center. Inhale again and exhale out through the heart center. And just notice what it feels like in that space around you. So your space should be as big as at least the width of your hands outstretched. That's a nice bubble around you. And in that space, just notice how it feels. What's your body doing in that space? And on the next breath in, you're going to expand that space even bigger. So it should be as big as the room that you're in, the yard that you're in if you're outside, your patio, your balcony. And just expand that space with every breath inward. Expand it even more so it goes out as big as your city, as your town, as your island. As big as the Caribbean, since we're down here. As big as the United States, as big as the Eastern Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere, as big as our planet, our Mother Earth. And just notice how that feels. Notice how far you can go. Some people can go further and go out to other planets. Just notice how big your field is and how connected you are to everything. This is true oneness. And just notice if you were to look up or down, what that looks like, the vastness of it all. Look to your left and to your right. And just notice what that feels like in your body. And on the next breath in, come back to your feet. Notice what your feet feel like as they connect to the earth. Take a deep breath and let it out. And another deep breath. Let it out. And one more deep breath. And as you exhale, slowly come back to present. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you for taking the time out to do this. See you next time. Namaste.